Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome you to today's Sri Caitanya Charitamrita session. Thank you for joining. Today is the 28th of May, 2026. And we are reading from Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 10, the Lord's return to Jagannātha Purī. So we read that Srila Advaita Acharya has started off with all the devotees of West Bengal, whoever had come there to attend, whoever had gathered at the house of Advaita Acharya after hearing the news that Mahaprabhu has returned to Orissa, to Jagannātha Purī. After getting this news, the devotees of Bengal became so blissful. They all came together at Sri Advaita Acharya's house. And there was a great festival for 2 to 3 days. There was a Vaishnava festival there. And by the end of that festival, Srila Advaita Acharya had decided firmly that now they should all go to Jagannātha Purī to see Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. So they all decided, that they will gather in Navadvip, and from there they will leave for Puri. So they took the blessings of Sachi Mata, and then they started off to go to Jagannātha Purī. Meanwhile, the other devotees of Bengal also got news that Advaita Acharya is now taking all the devotees. So from what I read, I'm understanding, as they started off going, so they would walk. So as they started off going towards Jagannātha Purī, on the way, other devotees were also joining the group to go to Jagannātha Purī. When they heard that Advaita Acharya is going, so they would also come and they would join. So we heard several devotees from different places when they heard this news. So the residents of Kulinagram, who are the residents of Kulinagram, yesterday we read about Satyaraj Khan. You remember Satyaraj Khan? Satyaraj Khan is a descendant of Gunaraj Khan. And Gunaraj Khan had written a book called Sri Krishna Vijaya. In that book, there was one statement in which he wrote that the son of Yashodamai is my life and soul. So simply because he wrote that one line, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu said that anyone who is related to Gunaraj Khan is very dear to him. So he offers his obeisances to that person. Satyaraj Khan is a descendant of Gunaraj Khan. So when he went to see Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, what did he say? Mahaprabhu said that, what to speak of you? Even a dog from your village is very dear to me. Because you are coming, you are because Gunaraj Khan, it is the village of Gunaraj Khan where he lived, and you are a descendant of Gunaraj Khan. This is the appreciation of the Lord for the devotees. But here we are talking about the devotees from different places started joining. So we are talking about Kulinagram. So Satyaraj Khan is from Kulinagram. So there were other residents like Ramananda, Vasu, and several others. When they got news that Advaita Acharya is going towards Jagannātha Purī, taking the devotees, they all came and joined from Kulinagram. Then also from Śrī Khanda, another place, Śrī Khanda. The residents of Śrī Khanda are Mukunda Sarkar, his brother Narahari Sarkar, his son Raghunandan Thakur, like this. So they all join Advaita Acharya. Yeah, they all Acharyara Thai Haila nīlācale jaite. So they all came to Advaita Acharya's home, it is said, to accompany him to Jagannātha Purī. So Thai means home. Let me check 1 second. Yeah, they said they came to Advaita Acharya. They came to Advaita Acharya. Not that, because in the previous verse we read that they left taking the blessings of Sachimata. Either way, they all came and joined Advaita Acharya. Okay. Then another devotee that we saw, Paramānanda Purī. Paramānanda Purī had met Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu during Mahaprabhu's South Indian tour on Rishabha Parvat, and there they had such a wonderful time. 3 days they were discussing Krishna Katha day and night. Always, whenever we see Mahaprabhu, he meets a devotee day and night. They're discussing Krishna Katha in great relish, in great bliss. So at the end of 3 days, then Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu inquired where he was going next. He said, I'm going to Jagannātha Purī. From there, I'm going to go to see Gangaji in West Bengal, in Bengal. So Mahaprabhu said, please come back to Puri. After you go to Bengal, please come back to Puri. By that time, I will also, very soon, I will be returning back to Puri. Then I want to spend time with you. So now, Paramānanda Purī at this time, when Mahaprabhu came back to Puri, at this time he was in Bengal. He was going along the banks of the river Ganges. And finally he came to Madhya and he went to Sachimata's home. He was staying there and taking prasadam there. And she served him very respectfully. And from her he got news that Mahaprabhu has now returned to Jagannātha Purī. So obviously, so what do we understand? He heard from Sachimata means the devotees already got news and they left, isn't it? So Sachimata told him, Mahaprabhu is back. So now Paramānanda Purī also decided, I have to go there as soon as possible. Mahaprabhu is there and Mahaprabhu called me, like that. So now let us see what happened. So we are seeing one by one how all the devotees are now going to go and join Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu in Jagannātha Purī. Prabhura eka bhakta Dvija Kamalākānta nāma tāṅhāre loya nīlācale karilā prayāṇa. So there was one devotee of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu called Kamalākānta, Dvija. So he's a Brahmana, Kamalākānta. And Paramānanda Purī, obviously Puri means it's a title of sannyasi. He's a sannyasi. Paramānanda Purī couldn't wait. He wanted to go to Jagannātha Purī as soon as possible. So he took one devotee called Kamalākānta, who is a devotee of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. He took him along with him and they started off going to Jagannātha Purī. So now this is confirmed. Advaita Acharya had already left and then other devotees joined him on the way. That is why, you see, specifically the names of the villages are said. Possibly, while they're walking, Just like when we go to New York Rath Yatra, what do? Devotees, if they're coming in their own cars, then they all join somewhere on the way, right? Because we live in different locations. Then just like this, actually, if they arrange a bus or something, there is one place where all the devotees gather and they get into the bus, and then the bus is moving, and then other devotees who are living a distance, certain distance away, they like to travel together. They're coming in their own cars, they join the party, and together they're traveling. And wherever they stop, we all stop together, we take some prasadam, and again we'll continue like that. So Advaitacharya and all the devotees started off, and then the other devotees from other places, they came and they joined Advaitacharya's party, and together they're all going towards Jagannātha Purī. And Paramānanda Purī came a little late. So he came to Sachi Mata's house and he heard that Mahaprabhu has come, and obviously devotees have left also. So then he decided, I can't wait, I also want to go. So there was another devotee, for whatever reason, he didn't go before, Kamalākānta Dvija. So Paramānanda Purī took him along, and they started their journey to nīlācale. Prabhura eka bhakta, Dvija Kamalākānta nāma, tāṅhāre lañā nīlācale karilā prayāṇa. There was a devotee of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu named Dvija Kamalākānta, whom Paramānanda Purī took with him to Jagannātha Purī. Yes. Satvare āsiyā teho mililā prabhure, prabhura ānanda haila, pāñā tāṅhāre. Satvare. What is that word? Acha. Okay. Satvare means very, very quickly, very soon. Āsiyā teho mililā prabhure. So he arrived in nīlācale very quickly, very soon. And he met Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Satvare āsiyā teho mililā prabhure, prabhura ānanda hoilo pāñā tāṅhāre. And Mahaprabhu was so blissful receiving Paramānanda Puri's association, receiving Paramānanda Purī. He was very, very blissful. Paramānanda Purī very soon arrived at Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's place. The Lord was very happy to see him. Why we are reading about Paramānanda Puri's arrival first? Possibly because he's going alone. So I think you can go faster if you're alone, as opposed to when you have to take a big group of devotees. You have to arrange for their prasadam, you have to stop and all that. Maybe. But we are hearing about Paramānanda Puri's arrival first. And Paramānanda Purī arrived, and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu was very happy to see him. Prema veshe koilo tara charana vandana, teho parama veshe koilo prabhura alingana. So you see, Paramānanda Purī, Śrī Purī, they are all the disciples of Madhavendra Purī. So they are on the level of, that means they are god brothers of Ishvara Purī. So naturally, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looks up to them like a superior, like a guru. The way he looked at Advaitacharya also, because Advaitacharya also is the disciple of Madhavendra Purī. So he looked up to them like his superiors, like his seniors. So when Paramānanda Purī arrived, he immediately offered obeisances at the lotus feet of Paramānanda Purī. And Paramānanda Purī, naturally, this is the etiquette. When a junior subordinate offers obeisances, then the superior will embrace the subordinate. Generally, we see this, with children, it's normal. But also, when you have equals, god brothers and god sisters, when you have equals, then when they offer obeisances, you also offer them obeisances in return. This is the etiquette. And if you are offering obeisances to a superior, when you come in front of a superior, you should first offer obeisances. And then don't expect that they will also offer obeisances to you in return. No. And superiors, when you offer obeisances to them, they will embrace you like this. Or, they make some gesture appropriately according to the situation. So this is the etiquette. But when subordinates offer obeisances, generally the superiors, they embrace. So here, prema veshan, what to speak of, the type of devotees, they're all premi devotees. And here, the Supreme Lord himself, that means the love is Srimati Radharani's love, can you imagine? So, prema vesha koilo tara charana vandan. And Mahaprabhu, seeing the Paramānanda Purī, he immediately offered obeisances to his lotus feet in great ecstatic love. You have come like that because he had asked Paramānanda Purī to please come back. This was Mahaprabhu's request. He had already visited Jagannātha Purī. Imagine walking, and then he had gone away, and he came back, walked back all the way simply to see Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Mahaprabhu had requested him to come, and he's a superior too. He came back. Superior means, of course, Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Lord, but still. So Mahaprabhu was so pleased when Paramānanda Purī came. He was so pleased. He was in ecstasy, in the ecstasy of love. He came and he Dandavad obeisances at the lotus feet of Paramānanda Purī. And Paramānanda Purī immediately picked him up and embraced him. Teho prema veshe koila prabhura. He is also in ecstatic love, overwhelmed by ecstatic love. In the great ecstasy of love, the Lord worshipped the lotus feet of Paramānanda Purī, and in turn, Paramānanda Purī embraced the Lord in great ecstasy. Prabhu kohe toma sange rohite vancha hoy, mora kripa kori koro nīlādri ashray. And this is not all. Mahaprabhu was not just content with Paramānanda Purī's coming and visiting him. He's saying, Toma sange rohite vancha hoy. I have this desire to live with you. More kripa kori karo nīlādri ashray. Please have mercy on me and make nīlādri means this Nīla, the mountain of Nīla or nīlācale kshetra. Make this your residence. Just stay here. Make it your headquarters, make it your residence. Because you see, sannyasis are usually traveling. But make this your residence. Even if you travel somewhere, always come back here. Make this your ashram. Make this your ashray, your shelter. Stay here. Why? Because I have a desire to stay with you. Mahaprabhu is saying, Toma sange rohite vancha hoy, more kripa kori, showing mercy on me. Karo nīlādri ashray. Please stay here in Nīlācale. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu said, please stay with me and thus show me favor, accepting the shelter of Jagannātha Purī. Yes, you accept the shelter of Jagannātha Purī. Ashray means shelter. You make this Jagannātha Purī your shelter, accepting the shelter of Jagannātha Purī. So please stay with me. Then, Puri kohe toma sange rohite vancha kori, gauda hoite choli ailam nīlācale Purī. ये भी कोई पूछने की बात है. When Mahaprabhu said, please have mercy on me and stay here in Jagannātha Purī and please take shelter of Jagannātha Purī. Stay here, make this your residence because I have a desire to stay with you. So what is Paramānanda Purī saying? Toma sange rohite vancha kori. Desiring to stay with you, Gauda hoite chali ailam nīlācale. I walked all the way from Gauda Desh to Nīlācale. It's not that you are desiring to stay with me. That's why I have come. I have a desire to stay with you. Because of I am desiring to stay with you. Toma sange rohite vancha kori. Desiring to stay with you. I have walked all the way. Chali ailam. Chali ailam means I walked. I walked all the way from from Gauda Desh. That means from Bengal. I have come to Jagannātha Purī just so that I can stay with you. So you are saying, kindly stay here, have mercy on me. Is it even a question? I am the fortunate one. I have come here to stay with you. Like that. Puri kohe toma sange rohite vancha kori, gauda hoite chali ailam nīlācale Purī. Paramananda Puri replied, I also wish to stay with you. Therefore, I have come from Bengal, Gauda to Jagannātha Purī. Dakshina hoite shuni tomara agamana, sachi anandita ara jata bhakta gana. So further, he is only speaking. Dakshina hoite shuni tomara agaman. By hearing about your return to Jagannātha Purī from South India, Sachi Anandita Arajata Bhaktigan. Sachi Mata is so blissful, and so are all the other devotees. Dakshina hoite shuni tomara agaman Sachi Anandita Arajata Bhaktagan. Hearing about your return to Jagannātha Purī from South India, Sachi Mata is very blissful, and so are all the other devotees. At Navadvip, Mother Sachi and all the other devotees were very glad to hear about your return from South India. Sabe asite chena tomare dekhite tasabara vilamba dekhi ailam tvarite. Okay, here we go. So they didn't leave yet. From when it was said that taking the blessings of Sachi Mata, they departed. It was said like that. They departed taking the blessings of Sachi Mata. So therefore, I thought that they left already and then Paramānanda Purī arrived. But apparently, obviously, because there's so many of them planning and leaving, it doesn't happen immediately. Paramānanda Purī is here saying, because for them to leave, it would be delayed for everyone to leave. I couldn't wait that long, so I came ahead. That's what he's saying. 1 second. Why I thought that they all came to Chaitanya Advaita Acharya's house. They all gathered there, and yes. So they held a festival, and then they all decided that they'll go to Jagannātha Purī. All the devotees met together at Navadvip, and with Sachi's mother Sachi's permission, departed for Nīlādri Jagannātha. See, that's why I was thinking they left already. Nīlādri Cholila, they left, it is said. So it's said ahead of time, apparently. Like before only, it is just said they're departed, and then again they're describing other incidents, apparently. So, so this Paramānanda Puri's leaving happened before the devotees left, okay? That's what Paramānanda Purī is saying. Paramānanda Purī said, at Navadvip, Sachi Mata and all the other devotees are very glad to hear about your return from South India. They are all coming here to see you. But seeing that they were delayed, I came alone very quickly. So they didn't leave yet. So Paramānanda Purī came before the others. That's the whole point. Even if they have left, it's not that they're still there. But, they are delayed. The point is they were delayed. It's not said here yet. Still, it is not said that they didn't leave. We can still keep everything in place. There it is said they departed. So they have departed. But they're taking a long time to come. Because there's so many of them. They're delayed. Seeing that they were delayed, I came alone very quickly. So he arrived before them. Yes, we can still, even if we still consider that they left before, there is no harm. There's no problem. We can keep it that way still. It's not that they didn't leave, but they're delayed, is said. So they are all coming here to see you. So they have started, they are going to come here. They are coming, right? They are coming. But they are delayed. Vilamba dekhi. उनकी देरी देखकर मैं जल्दी आ गया बोल रहे हैं. सबे आसिते छेना तुम्हारे देखिते. आसिते छेना. They are coming. All of them are coming. Sabbe asite chena tomare dekhite. They are all coming to see you. That means they may have started already. They are on the way. They are coming to see you. Tasabara vilamba dekhi ailam tvarite. Seeing that they are going to take some time to reach here, I came quickly to see you. I couldn't wait. So we can still hold on to that point that they left. They're all coming to see you, but seeing that they were delayed, I came alone very quickly. Just checking to see if there's purpose. No. Okay. Sabe asite chena tomare dekhite tasabara vilamba dekhi ailam tvarite. They are all coming here to see you, but seeing that they were delayed, I came alone very quickly. काशी मिश्रेरा आवासे निभृते एक घर प्रभु तारे दिल आर सेवारा किंकरा. Kashi Mishrera Avase Nibhrite Ekaghar. So you see Mahaprabhu, where is he staying? He is staying in Jagannātha Purī in the house of Kashi Mishra. We saw that before. That was the residence arranged by Prataparudra Maharaj. Suggested that. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya went and talked with Kashi Mishra. He was very happy. Why that house was selected for Mahaprabhu? Because it is very close to Jagannath temple and also it is in solitude. There wouldn't be any disturbance. People wouldn't be coming there. So Mahaprabhu is staying there. That is his residence. When Paramānanda Purī arrived first, in that house, one room was given to Paramānanda Purī. Sannyasi, right? Kashi Mishrera Avase Nibhrite Ekaghar. So in the house, in the residence of Kashi Mishra, there was one room. Prabhu Tare Dilo Ara Sevara Kinkar. There was a solitary room at Kashi Mishra's house, and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu gave it to Paramānanda Purī. He also gave him a servant. Prabhu Tare Dilo Ara Sevara Kinkara. And apart from that room, he also gave him one servant, Kinkara, to serve him. There was a solitary room at Kashi Mishra's house, and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu gave it to Paramānanda Purī. He also gave him a servant. Aradine haila SVARUPA Damodara prabhura atyanta marmi rasera sagara. We are seeing how one by one the devotees, associates of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, are coming and joining him in Jagannātha Purī. So first Paramānanda Purī arrived. Next Aradine, that means the next day, haila SVARUPA Damodar. Swarup Damodar. You know who Swarup Damodar? Swarup Damodar is Lalita Sakhi in Krishna Lila. Swarup Damodar is the close associate in Jagannātha Purī, in the later pastimes of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. His close associates were Ramananda Rai and Swarup Damodar Goswami. Ramananda Rai is Vishakha Sakhi, Swarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi. And Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu is Srimati Radharani. So, like that. So, Aradine. So, the next day, first Paramānanda Purī arrived and the next day Swarup Damodar arrived. Aradine haila Swarup Damodar. Prabhura atyanta marmi. Very, very intimate. It's very, very intimate, confidential associate. Atyanta, extremely confidential, associate of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Rasera Sagar. He's an ocean of rasa. The most intimate friend of Srimati Radharani. You see, when you see Radha Madhav also, on one side there's Radharani, and right next to Krishna on the other side is Lalita Sakhi. You also see in Tota Gopinath temple in Jagannātha Purī, on one side is Srimati Radharani, on the other side is Lalita Sakhi. So Lalita Sakhi is very, very confidential associate. And an ocean, she's an ocean of rasa. Aradine haila SVARUPA Damodara prabhura atyanta marmi rasera sagara. Swarup Damodar also arrived the next day. He was a very intimate friend of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's, and he was an ocean of transcendental mellows. Purport. Swarupa is one of the names of a brahmachari in Shankaracharya's disciplic succession. In the Vedic discipline, there are 10 names for sannyasis, and it is customary for a brahmachari assisting a sannyasi of the designation tirtha or ashrama to receive the title Swarupa. You understand? So you can recognize who, a sannyasi, and also, what is his mood, all that you can understand by his title. There is Tirtha, there is Saraswati, there is Bharati, like this. From the title you can understand. So in Shankaracharya's ashram, disciplic succession, there are 10 titles for sannyasis. And the sannyasis will also have brahmacharis assisting them. So if the brahmachari assisting the sannyasi of a particular title will have a particular title also. For example, Chaitanya is the title of a brahmachari. in the Bharati school, because Keshava Bharati and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually he is a sannyasi himself, but he maintained that brahmachari name. He didn't take sannyasi's title. He didn't take the title of Bharati. He kept Chaitanya like that. Again, to teach us, the principle of humility. It's not that when you become, because in Shankara school, when you become a sannyasi, it is understood that now, you have become Narayan. That's why they address sannyasis as Namo Narayana. They address each other as Namo Narayana. Why, I'll just show you. See, in this, after Nishkama Karma Yoga, your avidya is removed, right? And you're covered by vidya. After this only you can take sannyas. You cannot take sannyas while you're here. So when avidya is removed, now you're covered by vidya, right? So now you can accept sannyas. You take sannyas, you leave your home and everything, and you get the title. In Shankar school, you get the title. Saraswati, Bharati, Puri, like that. You get a title. Now, why they are calling them Narayan? What is their understanding of Jiva and Ishvara? Jiva, they say, is अंतःकरण, अविद्या से बने अंतःकरण पर प्रतिबिंबित हुआ चैतन्यम. That is living entity. What is living entity? Living entity is this Brahman, which is reflected on the Antakarna. Antakarna means subtle bodies. So what is this subtle body made of? Avidya. Subtle body is made of avidya. So I'm saying their philosophy. That means we all have different types of subtle bodies. These subtle bodies are coming from where? From Prakriti. So अविद्या से बने हुए अंतःकरण पर ब्रह्म का जब प्रतिबिंब होता है, मतलब प्रतिबिंब of Brahma, the reflection of Brahman on the subtle bodies, that is this body, that is this identity. So many different varieties of species that you're seeing, so many bodies you are seeing. This is nothing but that Brahman only, who is reflected on avidya. Avidya means modes of passion and ignorance. The same Brahman, when reflected on Vidya, Vidya means goodness, he is known as Ishvara. Okay? Brahman, when reflected on the Antahkaranas made of Avidya, when reflected on Avidya, Antahkaranas made of Avidya, is called Jiva. That means it can be, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Grihastha, Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, cat, dog, demigod, ant, Rakshasa, anyone. And also trees, whatever objects you're seeing. Brahman reflected on avidya. That is all these different forms. So now this person's avidya is removed by practicing Nishkama Karma Yoga. His avidya is removed. That's when you can take sannyas. So if he has taken sannyas, now what is he covered by? He's not covered by avidya anymore. He's covered by vidya. But what is their understanding of Ishvara? Ishvara is Brahman reflected on vidya. So because this person's avidya is removed, now he is covered by vidya. Therefore, Brahman reflected on vidya is Ishvara. So he is Narayan now. This is their philosophy. Therefore, they address as soon as one takes sannyas. Now, even worse is, now who is checking that you actually, have overcome your avidya and therefore you're taking sannyas and now you're actually Narayan? First of all, that is a great offense to compare, to put the living entity on the same platform as the Supreme Lord and say that now you are Narayan. That's a great offense to Lord Narayan. We can never be Narayan. But that's why I'm telling you why they call their sannyasis Narayan, because They are Mayavadis. Mayavadi means they accept the transcendental body of the Lord to be made of Maya. Which type of Maya? Goodness, Vidya. Therefore, a living entity who has now overcome avidya and who is also covered by Vidya, he is not Narayan. So same, both are same. And at the end of the day, you have to get over even the Vidya because you want to go and merge into Brahman. Because this body is also material. Yes, it is made of goodness, but that is also material after all. You have to get rid of goodness also. So to come out of avidya, they will worship Narayan. They will chant Hare Krishna also. They will worship the deity and do kathas on Bhagavatam and everything. But what is their ultimate goal after doing all this? And they'll tell such nice pastimes of the Lord and the Supreme Lord and everything. But the idea is, at the end of the day, hum bhi wahi hai. Because they accept all these pastimes, the Lord's body, as material. However, they are better than our activities here because these activities are in avidya, his activities are in vidya, they say. So therefore, to come out of this, we are doing this. And ultimately, while doing this, we'll increase that vidya so that we will get this aikya jnanam. Then you have to give up vidya also. So they give up worship of Narayan. That's why in jnana marga, you don't hold on to your sadhana after liberation. Finished. You use that sadhana just to get your goal. Your goal is to go and merge into Brahman. Merge into Brahman means you become that Brahman. That's the ultimate goal. And in between, you worship Lord Narayan, Lord Krishna, so that ultimately it's all one. We are all one. This is Mayavad philosophy. Don't confuse yourself with Mayavad and Brahmavad. This Jnana Marga is not Mayavadi's Marga. I mean, they adopt this Marga, but there's a big flaw in Mayavadi philosophy. The flaw is they accept the body of the Lord as material, his activities as material. That verse, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, that I don't know how they explain. In Mayavadi philosophy, I don't know how they explain that verse. Krishna is clearly saying, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, Evam Yo Vetti Tattvataha, Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mameti Sojana. Very clearly, Krishna is saying. So, I don't know how they explain that verse. But they accept the Lord's body, his activities as material. They're better than ours. So Divyam means they may say it is made of Vidya. It's higher. It's better than this. Whatever, however they explain. But that's not the right explanation. That's an offense. But so that's why. So in Shankaracharya's matas, in that disciplic succession or in that school, the sannyasis are known, have different titles, and those who assist the sannyasis, those brahmacharis also have certain titles. That's the point we are making here. So Swarupa, so Swarup Damodar Goswami, he came and joined Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. So Swarupa is one of the names of a brahmachari in Shankaracharya's disciplic succession. In the Vedic discipline, there are 10 names for sannyasis, and it is customary for a brahmachari assisting a sannyasi of the designation tirtha or ashrama to receive title Swarupa. So of the 10 titles of sannyasi, it's not said just in the school of Shankaracharya, in the Vedic discipline, there are 10 titles for sannyasis. There is tirtha, there is ashrama, there is Saraswati. Earlier, when we were reading the 6th chapter, when we were reading the conversation between Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, there we read about the different sannyasi titles. So, and also a description of what each, in the purport Srila Prabhupada explains, what are the activities, what is the mood of each title of these sannyasis. So, tirtha and ashrama, these titles, the servant, the brahmachari who's assisting, who's serving sannyasi with the title of tirtha and ashrama, such a brahmachari gets the title of Swarupa. Damodar Swarupa. So actually his name is Damodar and his title is Swarupa because brahmachari assisting the sannyasi, tirtha or ashrama. So Damodar Swarupa was formerly a resident of Navadvip, and his name was Purushottamacharya. See? So before becoming an assistant of, that means even when you become a brahmachari, you get a name. Because now you are assisting, and brahmachari also, you are particularly, it is easy to understand, when you become, you get a particular position, then you get that title, right? If you become a doctor so and so. So this tells people about your position, like that. So when one becomes a brahmachari, then he gets a title, he gets a name. So he becomes Damodar Swarupa. Before that, his name was Purushottamacharya, and he was a resident of Navadvip. When he went to Varanasi, he took sannyas from a sannyasi designated Tirtha. Although he received the title Swarupa in his brahmachari stage, he did not change his name when he took sannyas. Actually, as a sannyasi, he should have been called Tirtha, but he chose to retain his original brahmachari title of Swarupa. See how they match. Like they are of the same mood, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu and Swarup Damodar Goswami. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu also accepted sannyas, but he kept the title of a brahmachari. The brahmachari as servant of a Bharati, sannyasi with title Bharati, is called Chaitanya. So instead of, so first you become a servant, you become a brahmachari, and then later on when you take sannyas, then you get a name and your title also changes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and took sannyas diksha from Keshav Bharati Maharaj, and he should have received the title Bharati, but Mahaprabhu kept Chaitanya. Chaitanya means a brahmachari. And Swarup Damodar Goswami also in the same mood. He was, first he was Purushottam Acharya when he was living in Navadvip. Then he became a brahmachari, that means a servant of a sannyasi who was Tirtha or Ashrama. We don't, okay, Tirtha. We don't know exactly the name of that sannyasi, but he was a Tirtha. But and then he went to Varanasi and he took sannyas himself. When he took sannyas, then his title should have become Tirtha, right? Instead of Swarup Damodar, he should have become Damodar Tirthas, or maybe he would have gotten another name also, we don't know. But instead he kept his brahmachari name only. Although he received the title Swarupa in his brahmachari stage, he did not change his name when he took sannyas. Actually, as a sannyasi, he should have been called Tirtha, but he chose to retain his original brahmachari title of Swarupa, just like Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And the reason is because, as I explained to you, because when you become a sannyasi, then immediately they address you, they address each other. Everyone addresses you as Narayan. That means now you have become Narayan. Namo Narayana. But Vaishnavas never accept that. You never become Narayan. We always remain Dasosmi, servant. I am a servant of Narayan, not a servant, but a servant of the servant of the servant. Not just while I am doing my sadhana, even after liberation, eternally, I will remain a servant of the servant. At any point, there's never a question of becoming Narayan. No, that's an offense. So that is why, to make that clear, Mahaprabhu kept the name Chaitanya, and now we see Swarup Damodar Goswami also is maintaining his brahmachari name. We can stop there today. Thank you all so much. Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ananta Koti Vaishnavim ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी। हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्णा। कविता माता जी। हरे
माता जी, एक बात पूछनी थी हमसे आपसे। एक मिनट। मैं अभी बेटे के पास हूँ सिडनी में। तो एक्चुअली वो लोग तो यहाँ पर सब चीज खाते पीते हैं। मतलब मैं तो ऐसे छोड़ चुकी हूँ 3.5 इयर्स हो गया, लेकिन ये लोग तो सब चीज खाते हैं। लेकिन वो लोग ऐसा एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि मैं उनके लिए बनाऊं या फिर वो मतलब उस टाइप से। तो 2-3 एग्जाम्पल देते हैं कि वो नहीं खाती है फिर भी वो छूती है, सर्व करती है, ऐसे मैंने सुन, तो मुझे बहुत खराब लगता है। और जैसे अब खाना खा के छोड़ दिए हो तो फिर वो कॉल में चले गए तो फिर मुझे वो डिश वॉशर में डालना पड़ता है, तो वो मैं क्या करूँगी, कुछ नहीं। और वो फिर बाद में बोलती है, बेटा भी कुछ नहीं बोलता है कि मेरी माँ भी ऐसे नहीं खाती है, लेकिन वो सर्व करती है, 2-3 फ्रेंड्स का नाम बताती है इमीडिएटली, तो मैं एकदम चुप रहती हूँ। मुझे बहुत, वो बच्चे आते हैं स्कूल से, टिफिन बॉक्स से छोड़ देते हैं, फिर वैसे पड़ा रहता है, फिर बाहर निकल जाती तो उसे करना पड़ता है, तो वो भी करती है, लेकिन वो मेरे को नोटिस भी करती है कि नहीं करना चाह रही, एलिवेट करती है, कुछ समथिंग बोलती भी है फिर, तो और एक्शन थोड़ा
आप उनको समझा सकती हैं कभी बिठा के अच्छा
नहीं।
से?
माता जी वो
नहीं
लोग,
समझा,
वो तो ज्यादा ही, और मतलब वही
नहीं सुन,
मतलब, वो तो
ठीक है।
और लॉयर के जैसा सब इतना
ओ,
ना दे देगी एक्सप्लेनेशन, तो बेटा उसी को बिलीव करता है फिर तो।
आप वहाँ कब तक हैं माता जी?
1 मंथ और माता जी,
नहीं, और कब तक रहना है?
1 मंथ और है।
और 1 more month रहना है?
हाँ जी, 1 more month, 3 months के लिए आई थी, आई थिंक 25 days है और। तो मुझे जल्दी जल्दी मैं नहा धो के माला कर लेती हूँ, ताकि फिर माला ना छोड़ना पड़े, क्योंकि फिर वो डस्टबिन भी छोड़ना पड़ता है, सब चीज तो करना पड़ता है, तो यहाँ तो कुछ नहीं है, वो एक हाथ से खाते हैं, फिर वो ऐसे ही तो दोनों लेफ्ट हैंड से चाटते हैं, इस तरह से वो करती है, बहुत ज्यादा मतलब ऐसा। मेरा बेटा तो ऐसा नहीं था, क्योंकि शुरू से वो देखा था मुझे, लेकिन वो भी ऐसे हो गया है अभी, उसको मतलब नहीं बोल सकते, उसको तो कुछ नहीं बोल सकते। दोनों वो उन लोग का एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि मैं बनाऊं, जैसे कि वो कॉल में है तो फिर जैसे ग्रैंडसन ऐसे बोलता है ऑमलेट बनाना है, तो फिर मैं अपने हस्बैंड को बोलती हूँ, मैं हेल्प कर, कट कुट करके दे देती हूँ, तो बना देखो। अल्टीमेटली ऐसे कभी छूना पड़ जाता है, तो क्या करूँ ये सोच रही।
इसीलिए मतलब
नहीं वो भी है, घर एकदम छूट जाएगा, फिर बेटा भी मतलब ऐसा दूर हो जाएगा, इस सोच के मैं आज आ जाती हूँ, मतलब आ गई ऐसा कि सभी फिर ऐसे हो जाएंगे, तो घर आएंगे तो घर आने से भी उनको प्रॉब्लम होता है, आप ऐसे क्रिएट करते हो ऐसे। फिर भी मैं बहुत।
भगवान भगवान देख रहे ना माता जी, आप तो,
हम्म।
भगवान तो देख
एक
रहे ना।
1 मिनट माता जी से बात।
हम्म,
हाँ जी।
अभी आप मतलब आप तो जानबूझ के कर नहीं रही हैं और करना भी नहीं चाहती हैं, फिर भी मजबूरी है। आ, इसमें आपकी क्या गलती है? अभी क्या कर सकते हैं?
नहीं मैं पहले मैंने वो तो पहले तो खाती थी, तो बेटा को बहुत पता है कि अच्छा बनाती थी, ऐसा एक्सपेक्टेशन हमेशा रहता है उसको, ऐसे बनाती थी मम्मी, ऐसे करती थी, तो अभी मैं नहीं कर पाती हूँ, तो हमेशा बोलता है, लेकिन फोर्स तो कुछ नहीं करता।
हाँ, तो आपको भी यही सोचना चाहिए कि, सोचना चाहिए तो आपके बोलने से तो मुझे यही समझ में आ रहा है कि आप समझ रही हैं कि ये गलत चीज़ है, ये नहीं करना चाहिए, पाप है। और आप बोल रही हैं वो लोग सुनने वाले नहीं हैं। अ, मतलब वैसे आपको बनाने की
आ रही हूँ, आ रही हूँ।
आपको
कौन
बनाने
है?
की।
हाँ आती हूँ सीखो।
हम्म, ठीक है
हाँ एक
माता
मिनट
जी।
आ रही हूँ। जी।
ठीक है, आप
जी।
देखिए माता जी, मतलब आपको वैसे बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये बात मैं बोल रही हूँ। ये जरूरी नहीं है कि उनको प्रसन्न करने के लिए आपको करना है।
जी हाँ, ऐसे लग रहा है खुश
हाँ,
करने।
आप आपको करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप अच्छा से मना कर सकती हैं कि ये पाप है, ये मैं नहीं कर सकती। पहले जब आपको मालूम नहीं था तभी आप बनाती थी, अभी समझ में, जानबूझ के जब हम करते हैं वो तो और भी
पापी है, हाँ अपराधी है तो।
अपराध हो
जी।
जाता है। तो मैं नहीं कर सकती,
जी।
ऐसे आप बोल सकते हैं माता जी।
जी माता जी। जी।
ठीक है।
जी।
हरे कृष्णा, टेक केयर
हरे
माता जी।